Well, this 4th of July holiday, thousands of workers at several hotels in Los Angeles and Orange counties remain on strike. They've been on the picket line since Sunday. That's when their contract expired.
Well, the two main issues for workers in Southern California are identical to the issues workers are seeing here in the Bay Area. KTVU's Tom Baker joining us now from the newsroom.
Yeah, and Tom, there is concern that this strike might eventually spread here.
It's almost certain if they don't get it settled and they have time to do it. Two tourist meccas recovering from the pandemic may catch a kind of labor flu that will slow further recoveries here and there. LA's massive hotel strike continued into its third day with legions of union service workers demanding higher wages and more hires to help them. The local Unite Here union says San Francisco hotel workers face two identical key issues. Wages are not keeping up with inflation. Workloads have increased because hotels are maintaining reduced COVID staffing levels and few new workers are looking for jobs. The union says a dozen contracts expire this year, including the BEI Hotel, where workers have not gotten a raise in 5 years. Furthermore, all union hotels, including SF's biggest hotels, have contracts that will expire in the summer of 2024. That includes the Hilton Union Square, Marriott Marquis, and many, many more. The last time Marriott had a strike, it was across a large part of the nation, and it lasted over 2 months, but that was back in 2018. This is 2023, and a lot more hotel brands would be involved. Next summer is likely to bring a big fight in SF if bosses take the same approach as in LA. In LA, one striker said that the strike has to be affecting guests.
If the people that make the food, clean the rooms, if they're all here, I wonder what it's looking like in there.
But two guests seemed somewhat unfazed.
Kind of loud, that's all.
I mean, we can hear them, but it's like noise passing by under our window. We're all right.
But the union insists the strike has put it on a winning path.
The Westin Bonaventure Hotel, which is the largest hotel in LA, settled, right, and gave the workers what they were looking for. So if the Westin Bonaventure can do the right thing, these other hotels need to step up and follow their lead.
Employment lawyer Michael Bernick, a former director of the EDD, says the number of strikes in the first 4 months of this year is about the same as last year.
But the difference is that the number of workers involved is much increased. Last year, in the first 4 months, it was 66,000 workers involved. This year, for the first 4 months, we have over 180,000.
Even those hotel workers who have gotten raises over the past few years make a good point.
A lot of these previous gains are now being undercut by inflation, and that's pushing forward some of the labor actions.
Now you have to understand that right now inflation is tugging at about 4%. Last year it was in the 8-9% range. The point is a lot of those gains that many workers made earlier have pretty much been eaten up. So expect that they're going to demand more, and if not, then they seem to be willing to strike. Reporting live, Tom Baker, KTVU. Fox 2 News.
Yeah, that's definitely what we're seeing. Tom, you did mention that the situation here in the Bay Area, there are a couple of months or several months before those key contracts expire. You getting a sense that negotiations will be on a solid path as we get closer and closer to the deadline here?
It's clear that the local union is thinking in the same terms that the Southern California union is. They're the same union, just different locals. But the truth is it's going to be tested later this year because there are about a dozen hotels that are going to have expirations this year. And as I said in the report, one hasn't paid an increase in 5 years. So we may see it a lot sooner than we think, but the real contract, the big contract, comes up about a year from now.
All right, certainly something to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
Tom Baker reporting live from the newsroom. Thanks, Tom.
Yep.